Hey guys, we are at the Gamescom where we found some very cool games. So one of those cool games comes from Jackbox, but my next guest can tell us a little bit more about it. So first, I want you to introduce yourself.
Sure, my name's Allard Laban. I'm the Chief Creative Officer of Jackbox Games. I've been working there for almost 23 years, amazingly. And we are in the process of releasing our next Jackbox Party Pack, Jackbox Party Pack 10. That's 10. That's 10 years of Jackbox Party Packs. So we've been making party games that you can use your phone as a controller, which is kind of unique in the sort of party game space. And we've been doing it pretty consistently for 10 years.
All right, before we come a little bit more into the content of the next party pack, how many people can play these party games, and are there any obstacles in the way? Do you need any application for it, or how does it work?
So the idea is that you boot up the party pack on your PC, your Xbox, your PlayStation 4, your Switch, and then you use your phone as a controller. We support up to, each game is usually like 3 to 8 players, but we can take an audience member of up to 10,000. So if you're streaming this game, your community can join in and be a part of it.
And I don't know if we mentioned it, there's no app I need to download, I just can play it through a browser or what?
Yeah, it's you just use your browser on your phone, no app. There's very little friction of getting into the game. It's very easy, and your whole family can actually play.
And if I'm going to play on my phone, is it using that much data? Do I need to worry about anything? Do I need to be connected into a wireless LAN, or how does it work?
It's very small, actually, the data packets that we're sending back and forth. So it's very low bandwidth, and it's a very simple kind of interaction. But the benefits are, pretty big.
Much fun. I can tell that.
A lot of fun.
All right, let's come to the content of the next party pack. We can see it in the background. Tell us a little bit about the game itself.
So at the top of the list is TKO 2. It is the follow-up to our very popular TKO game. It is a t-shirt battle game where you make the pictures and the slogans for a t-shirt, and you can actually buy the t-shirts after you finish playing. So it's kind of... make sure you're not drinking too much, because you'll end up buying more t-shirts than you were planning.
And how does it work? If I want to buy a shirt, do I get it from your store, or how does it work?
You're prompted at the end of the game with the ability to go to our store and actually purchase a shirt, and you can actually this particular one, we have tank tops and hoodies. It's more than just t-shirts.
All right. And let's say someone out there is not that talented like me in drawing. Is it a bad thing? Do you still can have fun in it?
We sort of embrace bad drawings at Jackbox. So the worse a drawing it is, the funnier it is to us. So, when you're combining goofy drawings with funny text, you can't go wrong. If you're a great artist, that helps too, but you don't need to be a great artist to draw here.
And I can approve that, because my drawings are so bad, but I still have fun playing it. Coming to the next game, it's Time Jinx. It could be a hint with the word time in it, but what is it about?
So Time Jinx is our trivia game for this pack, and essentially you have to go back in time to answer trivia questions. So you'll be prompted what happened in this year, or what happened at this time, and you have to kind of go back in time and answer the question. So it's got a lot of different game types. It's all around the idea of time travel, and it's super cute, super fun.
But do I need to know all this stuff, which would be as a question, or
it's a trivia game? So you're going to want to know your history and your facts, but it is not that difficult. It is definitely we pride ourselves on being sort of fully accessible, and of course this is going to be localized in many different languages. So it is going to be, there is a feature where you can actually turn off the US-centric trivia as well. So it can be accessible for many different countries.
Before we come to the next game, how many languages are supported right now?
So it is 5 different languages. We have French, German, 2 types of Spanish, and Italian. And I'm getting prompted by my friend over there, which is great.
So are you planning to introduce more languages as well in the future, or
Yes.
does it stick to these languages?
Right now we're doing figs or e-figs, and we will be expanding more languages in the future. That's the plan. But this is actually kind of a special pack because this is the first time that we're doing day and date with a localized version. We've only like post-localized our earlier packs before. So.
All right, let's talk about the next game, Fixie Text. Might be a hint as well. I need to type something, or how does it work?
Okay, so Fixie Text is, I don't know if you've ever gotten together with some friends on Google Docs, but it's similar to that where we give you some text to kind of jump in on and do live editing. So it's a live editing text game, and it is super fun. And it's also got the most amazing soundtrack to it as well. But I would say it is possibly my favorite game for this year because it really gets people laughing very hard.
It definitely has some prank potential.
Yeah, no, our games kind of are sort of say anything. You want to be able to like let go and kind of have fun and type all you want. And Fixie Text kind of scratches that itch.
All right, let's talk about Dodo Remi. Definitely something which has to do with music.
Yeah, Dodo Re Mi is our first Jackbox rhythm game. It's a game where everybody gets to play an instrument and play along and play together in the room live. And it sounds great. It's hilarious. We have hundreds of different instruments that you can pick from. Some of them are traditional, and some of them are really weird. Like constant screaming is one of my favorites. Burping, farting, of course, we'd have all of those as well. But it sounds and plays really well. So if you're familiar with games like Guitar Hero or Rock Band, it is our kind of entry into that world. And all the games are very streamable, and all the songs are very streamable because they are all copyright free or owned by Jackbox.
So definitely, if someone is looking up for a game to play with this community, you don't need to worry about any copyright issues because, like you said, it's all safe to use.
All safe to use, yeah.
And if I would like to stream it with the community, how many people can play in this band?
So we're support up to, I think, 8 players, 9 players actually, I think, for Dodo Re Mi. But you can play along at home as an audience member as well, and you actually get to play along with an instrument.
That's really cool. Let's talk about the last game, Hypnotorious. What is it about?
So Hypnotorious is a hidden action or hidden identity game, and it's kind of a cooperative play. It's kind of a weird story. Your brain leaves your body and it gets brainwashed in a washing machine, and then you are turned into a different persona. And you have to kind of give your friends hints about who you might be because there is someone among you who is not like the others. So we kind of group people into these different categories, and there's one person out of the group that doesn't fit, and you kind of have to figure out who that is, or even it could be you, but you don't want to actually reveal it right away. So it's a fun sort of social dynamic party game.
So is it like I'm gonna ask questions to the others, or do I get any hints on how to localize where it is?
So we give you prompts, and then you have to answer those prompts which are essentially hints for the other players. And it's very subtle, and it's a fun kind of brain teaser type of party game.
All right. Last question would be: when does this party pack comes out, or is it already out?
It's not out yet, but it'll be coming out at the end of October. I think. Do we have an actual date? We're not giving out the actual date yet, but around the end of October.
All right. So you guys heard it. End of October. Mark it in the calendar, and then you can play the next party pack from Jackbox. Thanks for your time, and have a great day.
Thanks.